Hi, I'm Alex, and this is my Module 1 response. A little bit about me. I'm a 4th grade math and science teacher at Dallastown Area Intermediate School in York. Here's a picture of my team. We are a learning support team, which means that we share about 100 students, and of those, about a third of them have an IEP and are diagnosed with a learning disability. I went to York College and graduated in 2014 with degrees in early elementary education and middle-level math education. I'm currently in the Assessment and Curriculum Masters here at Millersville with the STEM concentration, and I hope to graduate next May. In my free time, I like to read. This is a picture that I actually sent to my coworkers last week. Since we got out of school, I've already read 2 books by the pool, and I am not complaining. I also love to run. I've completed some half marathons with my dad, and most recently here the Hershey 10K. So we like to do some running together. After reading the article, Assessment as Learning, as well as the first chapter in the book with the strategies, they definitely caused me to think about how I run my classroom. The 2 methods are very similar, as in they both have the same end goal. The end goal is student ownership over their learning, student engagement, and ultimately getting the most out of the students, making sure that they're understanding what you're teaching and what is going on in your classroom. However, they're definitely fundamentally different in that the article, Assessment as Learning, the performance-based assessment, it was more of student-led. It was the students taking complete ownership of the lesson and not only teaching themselves, but teaching others and learning from their classmates through collaboration, through group discussions. Whereas the strategies in the book are more of a teacher-student relationship. It's, what information can I get from my students to help me help my students in return? So it's, the students and the teacher helping each other, whereas the performance-based in the article was more of the teacher was hands-off for the actual learning portion. As far as which best matches my personal philosophy, honestly, I think that it's kind of a mixture of both. When I was reading through the 7 strategies in the book, I think that it's a lot of what I and probably most of us already do in our classrooms. It's just, a lot of it's just good teaching, and what we're told to do. But I definitely think that there are things that we can improve on. I think that as technology advances and as we come with more resources, there are different and better ways to incorporate these into our classrooms. As I was reading the article, I definitely thought that it was an interesting way to approach learning and assessment, but I don't necessarily know if it's an everyday thing. I think that you have to have a little of both. I think there's a place and a time for performance-based assessments, and I'm not sure that in my 4th grade classrooms that would be an everyday thing. So as far as which one matches my philosophy, I think that it's a mixture of both. I think that the book ones are good for every day, whereas the performance-based might be good for my science labs or might be good for every once in a while. So I look forward to this session with you all. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thanks.